Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me, reviewing Married at First Sight Australia, Season 11, Episode 31. I had every intention, I'm gonna be honest, I had every intention to just bulk this episode with the next episode because I was like, what really could we get from this episode? We still didn't get a lot. However, the dinner party? Oh, that needs to be its own video. We're really going to get into that tomorrow. But for today, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't have too many notes, but we could talk about a few things here and there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start with Sarah and Tim. I don't know if these people just don't have other friends who want to come on camera, but I have the same issue with Sarah and Tim as I do with Tori and Jack. I feel like these are produced relationships, so we don't get to see cousins or parents if they're still with us, you know, like bring an aunt or something. We're seeing the same friends, or not even friends. In Jack's case, we're seeing clients. I don't know. But anyways, with Sarah and Tim, we see the same crew that we saw a few weeks ago with the friends and family stay. And this whole emotional cheating thing is brought up again.
The reason I lied was because I didn't want to upset Tim, because I know how it would have looked like.
That's insane.
I feel like I kind of just left that out in order to, like, not hurt his feelings.
Did you think you would get away with it?
I don't mind your jokes, Ben. I just don't like when you interrupt a story.
No,
That's
but
all.
I haven't fully forgiven her for what she's done. If she had have gotten away with it, I would have never known.
Mate, you have some trauma.
Literally, it was triggering as.
Are you at peace with it? Have you talked it through enough with her? I think if it's sort of in her nature, we'll probably rear its head again.
Y'all know I don't really think that this couple is real anyways, or I just think that they're buying time. I don't think they actually are into each other or want a long-term relationship with each other. Barring that, this is why cheating is so damaging. It is so damaging because it takes more than just lying to cheat. Now I don't trust you. Now I feel like I have to hover over your shoulder to make sure that, you know, you're acting accordingly. I wonder, are you connecting emotionally with other people as well? Is there resentment in you being with me now? Would you rather be with somebody else? You obviously had to lie to engage with this other person. Like, cheating is so damaging. Of course, cheating is not the only way to violate your relationship, but it's one of the more painful ways to do it. So yeah, and this is why I also didn't understand Tim when he was like, oh yeah, maybe if you just touch me more because I am a physical touch person and whatever. I didn't understand that, because how does that resolve the issues that you have in this relationship regarding the cheating, right? Ben's advice, Tim's friend, is what is making Tim want to reevaluate his relationship. He feels like he was never reassured that cheating wouldn't occur again and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, this is the conversation you should have had the first time. You should have said, listen, I feel violated in these ways, and this is how I'm going to feel reassured by it. Instead of saying, oh, I mean, we could just be a little bit more affectionate. Affection does not tackle why she did what she did. Or if she actually cheated, how is touching me more gonna assure me that you're not gonna cheat again? Because you could keep touching me and go and touch somebody else too. Like, what? Come on. And as much as I have my issues with Sarah, Tim does not speak up enough. I've been saying this from week 1. He doesn't speak up enough for me. And I think that that's the reason why they keep going through this revolving door of this issue, because he's not actually saying, here's my problem, and here's how I want you to rectify it. And then Sarah can decide from then, am I willing to do this, yes or no? And if not, she can go and fraternize with her ex without any consequences. Let's move on. Jade and her sister, I just had to make a point of this. They look so alike, and they talk the same too. I was trying to write notes and be like, did Jade say that? I don't even know. But anyways, that has nothing to do with anything. Ridge and Jade get along very well, as we know. However, Ridge seems unstable, and he's defaulted back to this frat boy persona that he has, which is a concern for Jade's family.
What don't you like about Ridge?
What don't I like? Well,
Oh, here we go.
he just said like a lot of weird words, and like there was such a language barrier.
Like Dees?
Or like dogging.
We're adults now.
So what she means is it's time to grow up. Do you guys like him though?
I like him. I don't think...
But
No, I like
I feel
him.
like there was a but there.
If it doesn't work out and you really like him, are you going to be okay again? If he's set on not moving, I feel he should tell you that now.
I think that if V wasn't in the picture, Ridge and Jade would get on like a house on fire. There would be no concerns whatsoever. Later on, they have a conversation about long distance, and he says that he feels like they could be, long distance for about 6 months, and then he would move to wherever she's living. It only makes sense for him to be the one to move because she has a child, right? I think that realistically, that would make sense if V wasn't in the picture. How are you going to just uproot your life for somebody you've known for a month? You know what I'm saying? I think the 6 months, let's do the back and forth. Let's really cultivate this relationship. And then we cohabitate is a great timeline, honestly. However, Jade's daughter is a big, big, big deciding factor for Jade. Anything that Jade does has to be compatible with V's life. So with Ridge not wanting to be present like that, it makes her think, okay, well, I've already now introduced you to my daughter, which one could argue was a little premature. You could argue that. But it's like, I've introduced you to my daughter. Now she's used to you being around, and then you plan on not being with us. Like, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? And then also he's having concerns like, can I really move? I like my life where I'm at, but she can't just uproot her daughter like that. School district, friends, the support of the family, all that stuff is a reason why she has to stay where she's at. So yeah, the stakes are much higher for Jade than anybody in this process. There are other people who have kids, but she has a young child. So it's very important that whoever she brings into V's life can fit. And Ridge just seems like, maybe he needs a little bit more growing up to do. Who knows? At the end of the episode, he did give her some reassurance. He said, listen, I may not seem like the guy who's ready for all of this, but I promise you I am. Just be patient with me. And it seems like she's willing to be patient. But maybe they need to agree on the timeline. Say the 6 months. At 6 months, we need to make a decision. And if not, then we just need to part ways. Next couple, Jack. So Jack wants to make a good impression on Tori in his hometown because he fully expects her to move. No questions asked. He's not going to her. She's coming to him. Okay. So they start off this week with a training session that didn't really go well. He's a very strict trainer, and Tori did not take kindly to that. And then to make matters worse, his clients, I don't know what kind of relationship they have, because a few things. Oh, wait, there's so much going through my mind right now. 1, why am I meeting your clients and not your friends or your family? 2, why are your clients so involved in your life? And 3, why are you throwing me into the wolves and you're not saving me?
Kind of want the heat to go to my wife today, see how she handles the pressure when the questions are kind of getting directed towards her.
We haven't had sex, right? Let's get that out there.
Yeah.
The fact you guys haven't had sex is a concern for me.
I've always kind of been like one of the boys.
It's usually because they're sleeping with all the boys. He wants that soulmate, he wants that wife, and I just don't think Tori is it for him. My immediate opinion of the wedding was not amazing. I didn't think you guys would be super compatible. Anyone that makes their coffee order their personality is not my kind of person.
There is absolutely more to me than what my vows were. But
it still came up like multiple times. You've been single for a while, Jack's got a 6-pack, like we don't know, maybe you're trying to make it work for the wrong reasons.
The fact that Jack came into this conversation saying, I want Tori to be in the hot seat. I want the spotlight to be on her. As a man, as a husband, you want your wife to be interrogated like this? No protection for your wife whatsoever. From that moment, I would have walked up and said, where's my flight? Get me on the first flight back to my hometown because I'm done with this experiment. Are you kidding? Insane. So then the friend is going to have the audacity to say, since you have a lot of male friends, and you think that you're one of the bros, it makes me think that you're in good with them because you fraternize with them. You mess around with them. Is Jack not friends with y'all? Could she not say the same thing about y'all? All Jack has are female friends, and not even female friends. Y'all are his clients. Where are his real friends? Does he have real friends? That's a question I would ask. Where are your real friends? Do people actually like you? Because it doesn't seem like they do. It seems like your only friends are people who pay you for a service. Where are the people who love you for you, Jack? Huh? Where are they? I would like to see them, okay? So, this silver-haired girl, the way that she's asking the questions, the way that she's really pummeling Tori, and I hate to feel for Tori, but I honestly did. I'm thinking either she has slept with or plans to sleep with Jack. That's the only thing I can think of. And the fact that Jack didn't come to her defense, the man even said, after this, we could all be friends. Get up and walk away. Get up and walk away. But that's not what happens. We're going to get to that in a second. Sarah plans a boat date for herself and Tim. And Tim clearly has a chip on his shoulder. And he just has to address it.
I want to like go around in circles around it, but there's something in me that still feels like there's issues that I need resolved.
At what point do we just say, okay, we're moving on, which is what I thought we were doing?
Keep bringing it up, and I'm like, how many
keep
times?
bringing it up. Why is this such a thing? I need you to empathize with me and not defend your position and like, you know, show clear remorse.
I feel like you're kind of throwing me under the bus here a little bit.
I don't see how we're gonna move forward if we can't just move on. It's never ending.
It's not never ending.
If I am to take this relationship seriously, I feel like the reason why they have to keep rehashing things is because it wasn't adequately addressed the first time. He is looking for issues, looking for negative things of their relationship to hold on to so that they can break things off. And I think he wants her to break things off more than him. Like, I don't see Tim being the one to say, you know what, let's just go our separate ways, unless it's the decision day. I think he wants Sarah to do that. The long and short of it is this relationship is not going to make it. This relationship is not going to make it. This girl stays being hung up on exes. It seems like this most recent one is somebody who's on her mind. And honestly, if you still make it a point to meet up with this person in this experiment, how much more often does this happen back home? And do they live in the same town? Because if they don't, I wouldn't trust you in a long distance relationship. I would not trust you in an isolated experience where we're not in your hometown. You had the time to go and meet up with this man who you run into, I would assume, more often back home because you say y'all have friends in common. And clearly his girlfriend is not a barrier to you to keep you from interacting with him. I don't trust you. I would not want to be with you. And the funny thing is, a lot of people are scared of long distance relationships because they say, you know, what if that person is cheating on you? Somebody can cheat on you living next door. Okay? Sarah proved that. Sarah absolutely proved that. So, well, I don't know what's going to be the deal with these two, but definitely not seeing it lasting. Then, for the first time, we finally see... It didn't even last 5 minutes, y'all. We finally see Tori give Jack the business. It took so long. The man has been so disrespectful, not only to her, but to other people in the process. And that did not shake her. However, this moving situation is the straw that broke the camel's back.
I'm gonna be alone. Like, if I move here, Jack wants me to move to the Gold Coast, but he's not giving up anything.
Like, yeah, I'll come this weekend. You can come next weekend if you like. I'll be fine with it.
Like, I'd want you to want me with you.
You sound like hell-bent on it. It's like, that's not practical. Like, you might just have to miss me a little bit more.
When you like someone and you're into them, seeing them once a fortnight...
It's called long distance for a reason. It's going to be challenging.
Fit in where you're free. Is that what you're saying?
No, you run your own schedule. You do your thing. You can't have it all. I feel like you're Liz right now.
Are you taking a piece right now?
I said, Tori is now realizing, I literally put realizing in quotes, realizing that Jack doesn't have the intention to be in a full-time committed relationship with her. I wrote that in quotes before I saw this girl fold for a bracelet. A bracelet. I was here thinking, we're having an epiphany. We're coming to an impasse. Like, we have made it. We're crossing the bridge. No. A bracelet made her fold.
What do you think?
Oh my God, it is so sweet.
T initial for Tori.
I love it.
Cute.
Cute.
This whole, I'm a boss bitch. I'm an alpha woman. Nobody can tell me nothing. What did she say? I'm a bulldog. She said that in her, the first videos that we saw of her when they were matching. Yeah, I could be a bulldog. Girl, can you? Can you really? It took a bracelet for you to fold. It's probably from Claire's. Girl, it's probably from Claire's. You're here geeked over a $7 bracelet. Girl, bye. Oh my gosh, Tori, like the bird behavior is birding. Forget the bulldog, you're a bird. The next episode looks like it's gonna be real good though. I love drama, y'all. This is the last dinner party, right? I think this is the last dinner party. We're going out with a bang. And apparently Tori and Jack have sex because of a bracelet. God forbid. Anyways, guys, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.